All right, let's do this Miami season preview. Feels weird. It's kind of the year after the year. They had a really workable schedule last year. You got Cam Ward. You should be in the playoff, and you weren't. Should be competing at least for the ACC championship, and as it turns out, you didn't. And now it's the next year. So what happens this year? Well, you bring in Carson Beck at quarterback, Corey Heatherman at defensive coordinator. Much tougher schedule. They got the 13th best odds to win it all. They got the second best odds to win the ACC. Their over-under win total is 9.5. So what is Miami this year? Well, the biggest questions here, number one, defensive coordinator impact. It is a slam dunk they'll be better defensively with the hire of Corey Heatherman. How much better will they be? We've seen several examples of big-name programs that were dead in the water defensively, and then they had immediate year-one improvement when they hired a new coordinator. USC did it. LSU did it. Miami's going to do it. How improved are they? Number two, and this could be number one, Carson Beck and the passing game here. I mean, Beck is healthy. Like if there's no other setback, he's healthy. Like he's ready to go. He can throw the ball. This time last year, everyone thought he'd be the number one overall quarterback in the draft. He wasn't. Okay, so a year later, he's either the same guy, different uniform, or you were wrong about him. Which is it? Because if he's the same guy, they replaced like half a dozen of their best pass catchers, but they got good enough receiving talent on this team. They got a good enough quarterback there. They should be plenty good enough running the ball. They got a really good offensive line. That offense should be good enough. It's just, are you asking them to score 40 a game like you did last year? Because that's not fair and not acceptable. And number three, biggest question for Miami, the competitive maturity of this team, period, but in close games. And I'm talking about making good coaching decisions in close games. I'm talking about securing the football in close games, executing in close games, because that probably is the kind of team they'll have to be this year. Probably a lot of one-possession type games, and it is not an easy way to close the season out schedule-wise. They got to have high-level competitive maturity on this team. It's got to be a smart team and competitively mature. What's the best position group? On Miami's team, I think it's offensive line. They've built towards this for several years now. I mean, Mauigoa is ready to be the best in the country. Markel Bell across the line from him, the other offensive tackle spot, one of the biggest humans I've ever seen in my life. They're very talented. They're well-developed, well-coached there. I think it's probably it may be the top offensive tackle combo in the country by the end of the season. Hey, quick timeout. Check and see if you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. If you're not, I humbly ask that you click subscribe. It's free. It doesn't sign you up for anything. What it does is it helps us keep this show free so we can just do college football year-round. All right, back to the clip. The breakout player, though, I got is Elijah Lofton, tight end. I just stick with the Elijah tight ends down there. Elijah Arroyo, 2 years in a row, was our breakout player. We finally nailed it. And now it's just Elijah Lofton. He may be one of the best pure football players on Miami's team. I mean, he's got maximum buy-in from the coaching staff. They love him. He's a versatile guy, and I think he could have a nice, solid to breakout year this year from Miami. The schedule is way different this year than it was last year. Last year, it was really workable, and they fumbled it a little bit. This year, they've got Notre Dame and Florida in out-of-conference play, and I think those are two top 10 caliber teams. Now, they do both come to Coral Gables or wherever Miami Gardens, wherever they play. But it is a crime what the schedule makers did to them with their bye weeks. If you're looking on the screen, see Florida State there on October 4th? Notice before that game, they got a bye week. Notice after that game, they got a bye week. Miami is one of 3 teams in this conference that have both of their byes within a 15-day period. And then what happens? Then what happens is you have to play 7 straight games to end the year, the last 2 of which are back-to-back road games in cold climates in late November. And if you get through all that, your reward is you got to go on the road for a 3rd straight week to Charlotte to play the ACC championship game, which would be your 8th game in a row. I don't know how they let it happen. What's the best case here? The model, which is seated right next to me, has Miami's best case record at 11-1. The worst case is 6-6, but the most likely record it spits out from Miami is 9-3. Now, I'm telling you, the model looks at Miami this year as being in a little bit of a transition year, but I also think it really struggles because of how much portal infusion they have, specifically at wide receiver. I mean, you got a quarterback coming off injury. You got a lot of unproven production at Miami at wide receiver, but yet it could be great. It could all come together great. And that defensive coordinator spot and that defensive improvement, the model struggles with it. So 9-3 would be a slight regression from their record last year. There's a world where they could be more impressive at 9-3 this year than they were at 10-2 last year, though. So who knows? But 9-3, that's what the model thinks from Miami right now.